Hey guys, James here. Today I'm going to be giving you a little review about these 6.2 amp hour LiHD batteries from Metabo. These are the new batteries that have just come out, and I can tell you what, I've been using this for the last couple of months and it's an absolute beast. It's really got some long runtime. Now, they were initially saying that it's an 80% longer runtime than their traditional 5.2 amp hour batteries. But you know, in testing it, I can say it's probably closer to 100%. Not quite, but very, very close in number of cuts. Now, what I'll show you in this video is just to tell you a little bit about the battery, probably check it for weight compared to the other one, size, and then I'll also show you one of Metabo's little LED USB chargers, and we can talk about what some of the functions and some of the features are of all these items. So, jumping right into it. First of all, you'll see here in this video that I did a run test on this battery, and you'll be able to see how it performed compared to the 5.2 amp hour. Okay, so I've been using this thing for about the last 4 days, and I was trying to see how long this new LiHD battery would last. Okay, so one thing you noticed right away is the size. It is considerably bigger. Now it's probably about 8 or 9 millimeters bigger in the height, and then in the overall depth of the battery, it's probably about 10 or 15 millimeters longer as well too. So as far as weight goes, the 5.2 amp hour comes in at 0.67, 0.68 of a kilo in weight, and the 6.2 amp hour comes in at 0.879. So a couple hundred grams heavier there in the actual weight. So you do feel it. I will be honest. Now, if you're using it for something like a drill, it does feel quite heavy on the end of the drill. So yeah, when you pop that on the end of the actual drill itself, you can feel the weight. So I think where this battery comes into its own is for things like the drop saw, where you saw me earlier doing the cut test. It's perfect for that because you don't feel the weight. It's mounted on the saw, and it's no problem whatsoever because you don't feel it. But if things like probably handheld tools may be a little bit more weighty, so it's probably not the type of thing you want to carry around all day. You wouldn't really have it hooked onto your tool belt because I think it'd just be too heavy for that. So you can see here on this little USB adapter, on the back you've got 2 USB ports, and then on the sides here you've got 2 buttons. One turns the USB charging on and off, and the other one on the other side turns the LED light on and off. So when you slip this over the battery, you see that's now charging out the back of the ports there, fully charged battery. On the other side, that's the LED, which is quite handy. I had that up in the roof space the other day, working along. I found this thing quite handy for being out on the job site, and if I'm not close to power, it's great for things like charging my little GoPro up if I'm doing some filming. I can just turn that on and it starts charging. I've also got my wireless watch, so from time to time that thing needs charging, I just drop that on. So you can see that comes in quite handy for any charging on USB things. Now, quite often if I'm out on the job site, my phone runs flat, that's perfect. I can just charge it as I go. I even just take one of these 5.2 amp hour batteries, drop them into the side of my tool belt, and then that way I can keep the phone charged while I'm working away. So it comes in very handy. I've quite often just had this on the job site, put a battery in the side of my tool belt and be able to keep my phone charged, still have my earphones in to be able to take calls if it starts to die throughout the end of the day. The other thing that is really cool about this USB charger is you could go away camping for a week with this 6.2 amp hour battery and quite comfortably just charge your phone on and off and not even sort of drain the battery. I had this sitting in my truck for, like I said, a couple of weeks, just with the phone plugged into it all the time, constantly charging my cameras and everything like that, and barely even drain the battery, so it doesn't pull a lot of juice for charging things like that, like some of your bigger saws and some of your bigger tools do. That is also handy for the heated jacket. So basically you put probably just a 2 amp hour battery or something like that inside of the pocket of the heated jacket, and then you run the plugs into that, and that's what runs the sensors to heat them up. So yeah, very nifty, that little contraption. Yeah, so that's a very handy little device to have floating around for charging USB ports. But back to the 6.2 amp hour battery. Like I said, you saw in the test that it is an absolute beast. I'm so impressed with what power you can get out of this battery, and I just thought I'd give this review to you guys today so you could actually see the battery close up, see the weight, see the size compared to the 5.2 amp hour, and yeah, hopefully you guys can get your hands on it and try it out. Alright, thanks guys. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, like or subscribe, and we'll catch you next time. Cheers.